Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here to give you yet another 2023 wrestling review. I'm going to give you my review of WWE Backlash 2023. Now the show just got off the air, and I'm excited to review this for y'all. Honestly, Backlash, very fun show. It was nice to be able to actually watch this, because, you know, my amazing grandmother let me have the WWE Network for another month. She is awesome for that. She was like, I mean, it's only $11, so yeah. But yeah, overall, wasn't like a, well, at least it wasn't like an amazing show or anything, but it was a fun show. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable, and yeah. And by the way, WWE, if you're gonna keep doing these international premium live events, I'm all for it. Alright, screw these stupid ass, no offense, American smocks that just take this for granted. Expand, please do. Come to New Zealand. We would love to have a pay-per-view over here, and other countries too, and other, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys my review. We open up the show. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, yeah, this Backlash event did take place in Puerto Rico, so that's great. And the crowd was phenomenal, man. Opening match for the WWE Women's Championship, we have Bianca Belair defending against Iyo Sky. Really great match, actually. And the crowd was all for Iyo Sky. They were booing Bianca. They were cheering for Iyo, as I was. Great match, great counters and all that. Iyo initially came out without the other members of Damage Control, but eventually at the end they did come out, and they even tried to interfere on Iyo's behalf. And to my annoyance, Bianca Belair retains the Raw Women's Championship. That pissed me off. That annoyed me. I saw it coming though, but still a really good match. I'd probably give this, I don't know what I rate this, maybe 3 3/4. But yeah, it was good stuff. And then we have Seth Rollins versus Omos. I know it's a weird match, but man, this match was awesome. This is Omos' best match to date. Omos, his performance in the ring has been so much better lately. He had that really fun match with Braun Strowman at Crown Jewel, and then he had another fun match against Brock. Not as good as the Braun match, in my opinion, at WrestleMania 39, of course. And now his best match, without question, against Seth frickin' Rollins. Awesome David versus Goliath thing. Yeah, it's Seth trying to do the pedigree on Omos, which looked hilarious, I won't lie. You had Omos frickin' blocking Seth's curb stomp. Like Seth was going for it, and he did have his foot on Omos's neck. But almost he didn't dodge it, but he literally kind of held his place, you know what I mean? And Seth couldn't drive his foot down to the stomp, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. And that was absolutely awesome. MVP tried to interfere on Omos' behalf, but instead Omos was met with 2 consecutive curb stomps. And by the way, earlier in the match there was this awesome frog splash that Seth Rollins did to Omos, who then kicked out of it. That was an awesome kick out, especially when it was at 1, and he frickin' leaped. He frickin' pushed Seth Rollins off of himself. And yeah. And then, like I said, the consecutive curb stomps Omos still kicked out. And then eventually, Seth Rollins, Seth actually went for, he went to the top rope and he did a freaking super curb stomp off the top rope, which was so badass. 1, 2, 3. He defeats Omos. Excellent, excellent stuff. Easily Omos' best match, in my opinion. Such a fun match. And yeah. So yep. Next match we have the WWE United States Championship Triple Threat. Austin Theory defending against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. This was a fun triple threat. This match was a lot of fun actually. Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed just bulldozing each other. Love to see it. Theory being the cowardly pussy shit heel. You know. Awesome stuff. And then the ending came. The ending was awesome. Actually, the ending actually made me crack up laughing because Lashley. This was such a fun as hell triple threat match. By the way, it's a shame it only went 6 minutes 50 seconds according to Wikipedia. But Bronson Reed got speared by Bobby Lashley, and I cracked up at this ending. Theory comes in, grabs Bobby Lashley, throws him out of the ring, pins Bronson Reed. 1, 2, 3. And that was a funny ass ending, man. And Theory retains. That was such a fun triple threat. For the time it got, it was fun as heck. Yeah, it could have gone more time, but whatever. But next up we have Rhea Ripley defending the Smackdown Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega, Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican with the hometown hero support, reminiscent of Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber this year. It was beautiful, and it was a fun enough match. The crowd was what you'll remember for this match more than anything. Rhea Ripley just put Zelina away with the Riptide, sadly. I was rooting for both Iyo and Zelina Vega to win the titles because I hate title swaps in WWE. Now they're gonna do that BS with frickin' Bianca and Rhea Ripley. I don't like it. But next up we have the match that should have main evented the show. We have the San Juan Street Fight. Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny. It was so awesome to finally see Bad Bunny in a singles match. Yeah, here we go, man. It took them a while to actually get to the weapons. And I like Bad Bunny's new WWE theme. That was so lit, bro. I mean, obviously it's one of his own songs, but I don't know what song that is. I'm sure someone will post about it eventually. But yeah, they did wrestle each other like straight up wrestling for a bit. Like I said, it took them a bit to get to weapons, but that's all good. Kendo sticks. Oh, Savio Vega made a special appearance backstage this night, and I didn't see it myself, but according to the commentators, they did say that he gifted Bad Bunny like his own special kendo stick, which he tried to use on Damian Priest in this match, but Priest grabbed it, destroyed it. Yeah. And then the weapon spots were great. They used trash cans, etc. One spot in this match that I really appreciated was was when Damian Priest, you know those moments in wrestling matches where typically the heel opponent is like, screw this, and then they walk out to leave the arena in the match, and then always the other wrestler catches up to them to bring them back. I really appreciated the spot because when Bad Bunny was going after Damian Priest in this moment, Damian Priest, he saw it coming. He turned around, boom, big boot to Bad Bunny. I think he had a chair or maybe a trash can. While like he was holding it at the same time. But yeah. But then the match spilled into the crowd. This was like the best part of the match to me, I think. And it was awesome. There was this moment where like Bad Bunny like hugged one of the security members or whoever that guy was. So I enjoyed that. It was nice, wholesome. And then they fought in the tech area. I was hoping to see Bad Bunny do the Canadian Destroyer off of that little balcony thing. That didn't happen. But Damian Priest did do his Falcon Arrow off of that through 2 tables. That was a badass spot. He picks up Bad Bunny to take him back to the ring. And they fight a bunch more. And then other members of Judgment Day, what's his name? Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio come out to like attack Bad Bunny, and then Rey Mysterio comes out to help out Bad Bunny, of course, and then he's overpowered, by numbers. He's outnumbered by Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, and then Carlito, his music hits, and he comes out, a spit in the face, and he comes back so awesome. He helps out Bad Bunny and Rey Mysterio, of course, against Judgment Day. And then Savio Vega comes out again to like block the Judgment Day from like pussying out, basically. You know what I mean? I was saying to my mate how I was saying to my mate how they shouldn't have had that segment with Bad Bunny earlier. That segment with Savio Vega, earlier tonight. Because that would have been an even bigger moment for Savio Vega to come out after Carlito. Maybe they thought that would have been a bit overkill to have 2 surprise showing ups, you know what I mean, in one match. I mean, it was a surprise when he showed up earlier, and that was cool, but still. And then eventually the ring clears, and it's just Bad Bunny and Damian Priest again. Bad Bunny does the Canadian Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. He defeats Damian Priest in an awesome match, and what should have been match of the night. I don't know what other people are going to rate this match, but I feel like I'm not going to rate it as high as others. Still a great match, but it was great stuff. Longest match of the night by far. And next up, we have the second longest match of the night, which actually didn't feel that long to me. And this was a match I was dreading just because I don't like tag team wrestling for the most part, honestly. We have the Bloodline consisting of Solo, Sikoa, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso versus Matt Riddle and the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This was a fun match. I mean, it was fun in general, of course, and welcome back, Matt Riddle. But also, Owens and Zayn. Well, why did I say that? That doesn't make sense. What I meant was the storytelling in this match was so on point, man. The storytelling was awesome. You had like more cracks in the bloodline. Like there was this awesome moment that had me like, ooh, when it happened. That was when Solo tagged Jay, and then, but that wasn't when Jay was in the middle of being like, "It's your fault, Sami. It's your fault." Like he was in the middle of something with Sami Zayn. That was when Solo tagged in, and then Jay immediately after tagged himself back in, and that had me like, "Ooh!" That was the part that had me like, "Ooh!" By the way. And then another part later in the match, when it was just nuts what was going on in the ring, and Solo, he was like Samoan spiking everyone, and he was like kind of just in the moment of Samoan spiking everyone, you know what I mean? And then he almost Samoan spiked Jay, like like far out. That was a cool moment. Eventually, Jay kind of, without Matt Riddle realizing it, tagged Solo in. Riddle hit the Bro Derek on Jey Uso, but Jay wasn't the legal man. Solo comes in, Samoan spike, 2, Riddle, 1, 2, 3. Great match, such a fun 6-man tag, and the storytelling was on point as well. Love to see it. Now we go on to the main event. It shouldn't have been the main event. They referred to this match and Bunny versus Priest as the quote-unquote double main event, and there's no such thing as a double main event. Alright, the only main event is the match that goes on last. Alright? I cringe every time. Seriously. When they say double main event. There's no such thing, man. There's no such thing. Anyway. So Rhodes and Lesnar. Yeah, that's the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Cody comes to the ring course. Then Brock comes to the ring. Before the match even starts, Cody suicide dives onto Brock on the outside. Attacks him with a announce table cover, smashes steel steps on him, smashes him with the chair, gets back in the ring. He's all fired up, but the referee takes the chair from Cody because the match isn't actually an ODQ match. Cody Rhodes goes after Brock some more. Eventually Brock picks him up to like slamming to the opposite corner, you know what I mean? There's 2 consecutive crossroads. Brock kicks out. There's an F5. Cody kicks out. The turnbuckle is exposed. Brock actually catches Cody Rhodes for a German suplex when he was attempting either a beautiful disaster or the Cody cutter. That was a beautiful spot from Brock. Love that. And then, as I was saying with the exposed turnbuckle before, Cody ends up getting Brock's head to land on that exposed turnbuckle, and Brock is bleeding like a son of a gun. This is the bloodiest WWE main event since Brock versus Reigns at WrestleMania 34. Honestly, maybe the bloodiest match in general since then in WWE. Bleeding like crazy. He was getting blood all over Cody. Brock has Cody in a Kimura, and Cody rolls up Brock. 1, 2, 3. And that's Backlash. That's how Backlash ends. Brock is given a towel to wipe the blood off his face, of course. And it was a fun main event. It should not have been the main event, though. That really should have been Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, especially with how much everyone was raving about that match. And it was still a fun match, though. Cody versus Brock, still a fun match. I see maybe this is maybe they headed the match in like that to be an excuse for Brock to be in the World Heavyweight Championship thing. You know what I mean? But you know, like, so he didn't lose, if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah. That was my review of Backlash. Night of Champions, 3 weeks from now. New World Heavyweight Champion. I wonder who that'll be. If it was up to me, you know who that would be. That would be John Cena. I talk about him so much. I talk about him way too much. I know. But I will not rest. Alright? I will never stop. But yeah, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to mention. Yes, I remembered what I was forgetting to mention. This isn't as bad as No Mercy 2017, in my opinion, when they said this is the double main event, and then the actual main event that happened was the wrong choice. This wasn't as bad as No Mercy 2017, because that was bullshit. That Braun versus Brock match was shit, alright? It was nothing. That went on last, and that was a joke. Cena versus Reigns that night was epic, and that should have gone on last. I don't care, alright? But this isn't as bad as that. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my review of Backlash 2023. And, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.